Hello. Today we will start a new series of Ancient India, Old NCERT by R.S. Sharma. Okay. The contents we will discuss are first, the importance of ancient history. Second, the construction of ancient Indian history. Material remains, coins, inscriptions, literary sources, foreign accounts, historical sense. Third one is the geographical setting. Fourth, the Stone Age, the old Stone Age, phases in the Paleolithic Age, the late Stone Age, the new Stone Age. Fifth one is the Stone Copper phase, Chalcolithic settlements, Chalcolithic cultures, importance of the Chalcolithic phase, limitations of Chalcolithic cultures, the Copper Age in India. Sixth one is Harappan civilization, geographical extent, town planning and structures, agriculture, domestication of animals, technology and crafts, trade, political organization, religious practices, the male deity in the Indus Valley, tree and animal worship, the Harappan script, weights and measures, Harappan pottery, seals, images, terracotta figurines, origin, maturity, and end. Seventh is advent of the Aryans and the age of the Rigveda. Original home and identity, tribal conflicts, material life, tribal polity, tribe and family, social division, Rigvedic gods. Eighth one is the later Vedic phase, transition to state and social formation. Expansion in the later Vedic period, circa 1000 to 600 BC. The PGW, Iron Phase culture, and later Vedic economy, political organization, social organization, gods, rituals, and philosophy. Ninth is Jainism and Buddhism, causes of origin, Vardhamana, Mahavira, and Jainism, doctrines of Jainism, spread of Jainism, contributions of Jainism, Gautama Buddha and Buddhism, doctrines of Buddhism, special features of Buddhism and the causes of its spread. Causes of the decline of Buddhism, importance and influence of Buddhism. 10th is territorial states and the first Magadhan Empire. The Mahajanapada, rise and growth of the Magadhan Empire. Causes of Magadha's success. 11th is Iranian and Macedonian invasions. Iranian invasion, results of the contact. Alexander's invasion, effects of the Alexander's invasion. 12th is state and Varna society in the age of Buddha. Material life, administrative system, army and taxation, republican experiment, social orders and legislation. 13th is age of the Mauryas, Chandragupta Maurya, imperial organization, Ashoka 273 to 232 BC, Ashokan edicts, impact of the Kalinga War, internal policy and Buddhism, Ashoka's place in history. 14th is significance of the Maurya rule, state control, economic regulations, spread of material culture, causes of the fall of the Maurya Empire. 15th is Central Asian contacts and their results, the Indo-Greeks, the Shagas, the Parthians, the Kushans, impact of Central Asian contacts. 16th is the age of the Shatavahanas, political history, aspects of material culture, social organization, pattern of administration, religion, architecture, and language. Okay, 17th is the dawn of history in the deep south. The megalithic culture, mega background, three early kingdoms, the purse and the sword, rise of social classes, beginnings of the Brahmanism, Tamil language and Sangam literature. 18th is crafts, trade, and towns in the post-Maurya age. Crafts, foreign trade, urban settlements. Okay, 19th is the rise and growth of the Gupta Empire. Background, Samudragupta, circa AD 335 to 380. Chandragupta II, circa AD 380 to 412, fall of the empire. 20th is life in the Gupta age, system of administration, decline of trade and rise of landed classes, social developments, Buddhism and Brahmanism, art, literature, science and technology. 21 is spread of civilization in eastern India, science of civilization, or Orissa and eastern and southern Madhya Pradesh, Bengal, Assam, the formative phase. 22nd is Harsha and his times. Harsha's kingdom, administration, Huansang's account. Buddhism and Nalanda. 2030s formation of new states and rural expansion in the peninsula. The new phase, states of the Deccan and South India, conflict between the Pallavas and the Chalukyas, temples, demands on the peasantry, rural expansion, social structure. 24 is India's cultural contacts with the Asian countries. 25th is transformation of the ancient phase, social crisis and the origin of land grants, a decline of central control, new agrarian economy, decline of trade and towns, changes in the Varna system, cultural developments, Bhakti and Tantricism. 26th is sequence of social changes, tribal and pastoral phase, agriculture and origin of upper orders, Varna system of production and government, social crisis and rise of landed classes, summary. 27th is legacy in science and civilization, religion and formation of social classes, philosophical systems, crafts, polity, science and mathematics, medicine, geography, art and literature. Okay. Chapter 1, the importance of ancient history. The study of ancient history is important for several reasons. It tells us how, when, and where people developed the earliest cultures in our country. It indicates how they started the agriculture, which made life secure and settled. It shows how the ancient Indians discovered and utilized natural resources and how they created the means for their livelihood. We come to know how they took to farming, spinning, weaving, metalworking, and so on, how they cleared forests, and how they founded villages, cities, and finally large kingdoms. People are not considered civilized unless they know writing. The different forms of writing prevalent in India today are all derived from the ancient scripts, which is also true of the languages that we speak today. The languages we use have roots in ancient times and have developed through the ages. Ancient Indian history is interesting because India proved to be a crucible of numerous races: the pre Aryans, the Indo Aryans, the Greeks, the Scythians, the Hunas, the Turks, etc., made India their home. Each ethnic group contributed its might to the making of the Indian culture. Okay, all these peoples are mixed up so intrinsically with one another that at present none of them can be identified in their original form. India has since ancient times been the land of several religions. Ancient India witnessed the birth of Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism. But all these cultures and religions intermingled and acted and reacted upon one another in such a manner that though people speak languages, practice different religions, observe different customs, there's certain common styles of life throughout the country. Our country shows up a deep unity in spite of great diversity. The ancient strove for unity. The upon this vast subcontinent as one of the names Bharatavarsha, or the land of the land, okay, was given to the whole country after of ancient tribe called the Bharata. People were called Bharata Sanadani, Bharata Shandadi, or our Bharata Shandadi. Our ancient poets, writers viewed the country as an okay. They spoke of the land stretching from Alayas to the south as the proper domain, universal monarch. The kings who tried their authority from Himalaya, Cape Cameron, and from the valley of Brahmaputra in the east to the land. Okay, base Indus in the west were universally were called Chakravartins. This kind of unity was attained at least twice. In century BC, Ashoka extended the whole country except for the again in the 4th century AD, carried his victorious arms from the borders of Tamil Land. In century, the Chalukya king Pulakeshin Harshavardhana, who was called the whole of North India. In spite of political unity, political formations, a country assumed more or less the idea that India constituted one single geographical unit persisted in the minds of conquerors and cultural leaders. The unity of India was also recognized by foreigners. They first came into contact with the people living on the Sindhu or in the Indus, and so they named the whole country after this river. The word Hind is derived from the Sanskrit term Sindhu, and in course of time, the country came to be known as India in Greek and Hind in Persian and Arabic languages. We find continuous efforts for the linguistic and cultural unity of the country. In the 3rd century BC, Pragut served as the lingua franca of the country. Throughout the major portion of India, Ashoka's inscriptions were written in Pragut language. Later, Sanskrit acquired the same position and served as the state language in the remotest parts of the country. The processes became prominent in the Gupta period in the 4th century AD. Although politically the country was divided into numerous small states in the post-Gupta period, the official documents were written in Sanskrit. Another notable fact that is that the ancient epics, the Ramayana and Mahabharata, were studied with the same zeal and devotion in the lands of the Tamils as in the intellectual circles of Banaras and Taxila. Originally composed in Sanskrit, these epics came to be presented in different local languages. Okay, but whatever the form in which Indian cultural values and ideas were expressed, the substance remained the same throughout the country. Indian history deserves our attention because of a peculiar, peculiar type of social system which developed in this country. In North India arose the Varna or caste system which came to prevail almost all over the country. The foreigners who came to India in ancient times were absorbed in one caste or the other. The caste system affected even the Christians and the Muslims. The converts belonged to some caste, and even when they left Hinduism to join the new religion, they continued to maintain some of their old caste practices. Okay, so we have completed the first chapter, which is the importance of ancient Indian history. In next class, we will discuss chapter 2, the construction of ancient Indian history. Okay, thank you for listening me. We'll see you in next class. Thank you very much.